world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and you've tuned into another live Q&A with you and me. That's right, this is live on the internet right now, and you've tuned in. Thank you for that. It's not really a feat of strength necessarily. I mean, you probably watched a lot of videos in your life. Today's question is a good question, and that is, I look back at the screen to make sure I get the question right, because one of you did ask me, and I do like answering questions. Where should I buy a PC? And I think this is a good question, especially in light to some recent news with what certain OEMs have been installing on their systems that may be compromising your security or certainly compromising your ability to have a good experience on a PC. I'm not going to slag third-party products that would ship with the PC because some of them may actually be useful. Most of them, not so much. So, my recommendation, if you do want to buy a PC, you don't want to build your own, because that's absolutely a valid way of going as well. I mean, I'm not sitting here and saying, well, the only way to get a PC is to buy your own, and I'm, believe it or not, going to say get a Mac, because that's not an answer to this question either. If you want a full-on Windows PC, my full recommendation, and this has not changed for a number of years, I mean, you may want to, go directly to the manufacturer, that's fine, but my suggestion, my prime suggestion for most people may very well be, and there are exceptions to the rule, again, I gotta be careful about this because there are certain PCs that are done a certain way and not available in the program that I'm about to tell you about. Signature. If you go into a Microsoft store or you visit the Microsoft store online, they have a line of PCs that are signature PCs, and none of them have any amount of trialware on them. No crap. Just straight up Windows. Windows as Microsoft intended it to be. So if you want to have a full Windows experience with a PC that you did not build, and you want the confidence that you're not going to be compromised, at least directly through the installation of pre-installed software from the OEM, the only way that I know to go at this stage is directly to Microsoft and going with a signature PC. As I said, there may be a PC that you appreciate because that's the beauty of PCs and OEMs is they design their own and they're unique. And if you find something that you like the way it looks, or you like a certain function that's not available as a signature PC, that's exactly why you'd want to go directly to the manufacturer or through a store that is reselling the PC. But if the one thing that you want is no trialware on that PC, then I would seriously recommend going through Microsoft, if only because, hey, it's Microsoft's operating system. They work directly with the OEMs. You may live close to a Microsoft store. I guess I feel good about buying products through companies who, quote-unquote, own the product. So when I buy Nexus products, it's through Google. When I buy Apple's products, it's usually through Apple. When I buy Microsoft products, it's usually through Microsoft. It's not always the case, but I think it's a big concern that a lot of people have. It's another option that I don't know is as talked about as I think it should be. There are a lot of options for you to go with in terms of buying a PC. There are some who are going to buy the PC through a retailer, directly through the OEM, and then do a full reinstall of the operating system and then clean up that crap. That's fine. I'm not talking about you guys or girls. I'm not talking about you guys or girls who would build your own, okay? You guys are in a completely, and gals, are in a completely different galaxy. I'm talking about the average people who just, they want a PC. They want a good experience. The best experience with a Windows PC is typically one that you don't have to worry about your security being compromised. I think, not to point fingers or name names, but I think there's certain OEMs that have compromised the quality experience that Windows users had expected. And again, it's not about one OEM in particular. It's about having a good experience. And go with whatever product you want to go with. What's right for you may not be right for me, may not be right for somebody else. That's just the way it is. There's no one size fits all. But that is why I get a little excited. That's why I'm really interested in how the PC manufacturers have looked at Windows and built hardware experiences around that platform. Same thing with Android. I'm not saying that Windows equals Android because it doesn't at all, really. So my recommendation, if you're looking for a good place, a trusted place to buy a PC from and you don't know where to turn, I'd get a signature PC outright. And I've given you the exceptions because there are Always, 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 always going to be exceptions to the rule, but you at least deserve to know that a signature PC is an absolute option. So, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. And now I'm going to roll into my next live video. I do TLDR every weekday, right before the patron hangout. You're all my nomies, and I appreciate your support. I love you, I appreciate you, but at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices.